I found this episode to be so freaking good that I almost was willing to forgive Toei Animation for giving me not one, but two copyright strikes. But nothing is ever that good that they'll make, so they will never earn my forgiveness. But this episode was really something special, to the point when I was watching it, I thought this felt like a movie. The animation is spectacular. The progression of just the minor characters was so nice and so refreshing that this just felt like something totally brand new, a different anime, but also the anime from the 90s. This was truly what I wanted Sailor Moon Crystal to be. The only thing about this episode that I didn't like was how Sailor Uranus and Sailor Neptune truly did nothing. In fact, we have, 7 or so episodes left for this season, and I really hope that they get to be front and center very soon, because if not, I feel that their character development is going to really fall very far, because Sailor Pluto, in the few episodes that she had back in the Black Moon arc, was really well developed, and she even got a ton of development here, or Setsuna Meo did, and Setsuna is also obviously Sailor Pluto. So Haruka and Michiru, I'm really concerned about. I know that more is going to happen for them, but I just feel that since we've had Act 27, that they're interesting, but at the same time, they're a little boring. Like, I want to see more of them, and it's ironic because they're two of the most interesting characters from the original anime, just with their whole position to the Sailor Soldiers, how they're completely opposed to them, at least in the beginning of this arc, and as they are here. Sailor Uranus did have a little bit of development here, especially with that whole "do you want to build a snowman" scene, where Sailor Moon or Usagi was behind the door, or technically in front of the door, and Uranus was behind the door. So I guess there's progression on minor levels, but I really want to see it more. Like Neptune had one line, which was just that's not good. That's not what you want. You want characters to have many lines, and or at least be in many sequences. But the problem with this show that we all know of, and it's an interesting problem, when you have a show that's meta and a show that also engages more than, I guess, 4 main characters, and Sailor Moon engages about 10 as of now, and that's just with people, that's excluding the cats and the villains. You have an issue with how to make everyone interesting, which is why seasons 1 and 2 is so pivotal for the Interstellar Soldiers to make them interesting. Because, then at that point they're developed, and you can focus on new characters, but also make the Inners, the main, also have, I guess, time as well to, get a bit more development, because we already know what those personalities are. But the problem with Crystal is it's so fast that we need to sort of recon every character as fast as you can. And I think that this arc has been able to do that very well. Even this episode had a great Minako and Makoto moment, which I really liked. So that's sort of my rant about how to keep the anime good. And it's very good. Don't get me wrong. I'm really loving it. I'm concerned that when we get, all 10 on the screen at the same time, or all 9 at the moment, but we have Otaru here too. And then when, she becomes Saturn, with, I forget exactly what episode or arc she becomes Saturn in, or act. I obviously don't know what arc, it's this arc. I'm just concerned that the other characters are just going to get thrown aside, and I don't want that to happen. Okay, now let's really focus on what we have here. So in the beginning of the episode, we have Reika and Motoki, who have really done nothing at all. But they're minor characters, but it was just so nice to see them do something. And how Reika, when she was looking at the Mugen zone, is like, I don't want to go there on a date. I really liked that. I thought that was really great, that other people around Juban are noticing that Mugen's a creepy place to be. So I thought that was very refreshing. It's showing the town, in essence. Reika and Motoki are representing the population, and I like that. I like that a lot. I thought Telulu of the villains that we've seen so far is probably the most funny. I love seeing her crazy diamond form. That was really cool. I loved that whole battle sequence. It was fantastic. And also, if you want to do fast transformations, this is how to do it. I loved how they all said their phrases, but at the same time they the transformation cut from one part to the next until everyone just kind of posed, and then Sailor Moon did her "In the name of the moon, I will punish you" thing, and then they all attacked. And I'll talk about the battle sequence in a sec. So what we really have is Setsuna getting her development, and we have Makoto getting more development, which was really, really nice. I like how Setsuna is really interested in physics. I think it's really, really engaging, really interesting, especially for those of you who love science. Not me. It's a very good way to connect to Sailor Pluto, who's very distant, but also very interesting. So I like that quite a bit. Then the next part is Makoto. You know, we learn how much she loves flowers, which makes sense. I mean, I guess a coconut isn't a flower, but it's a plant, and her attack is Coconut Cyclone. She also has Flower Hurricane, so her attacks are based on flowers. Botany. Her attacks are botanical. That's a good way to describe that. So I like that. I like that. I like how when Makoto and Minako are in her apartment and then they fall asleep and they realize that the plant is a diamond. That was really cool. And also, we have some really, really great character development of Kaori Knight, Professor Tomo, and Usagi interacting with Professor Tomo, and the development for Hotaru. I thought the development with Hotaru was really, really great, especially when she touches Chibi-Yusa's silver crystal. And then we hear her voice kind of do that, like that creepy, evil echo. For all of us who know this anime, that's Mistress 9 coming. And she's coming soon because Mistress 9, I believe, in the manga comes by ripping off Chibi-Yusa's silver crystal. So I cannot wait to see that sequence. We even have some really nice character development with Chibi-Yusa, with her wanting to give the girl to Hotaru, and then Hotaru saying to Chibi-Yusa, no, this belongs to people that you really care about, and Usagi, not Sailor Moon at that moment, really wondering how Hotaru is so knowledgeable, and she feels that Hotaru just knows things. I thought that was really, really cool. So every character was really, really interesting here, and I've been really enjoying it. This episode spoke to me. Like, it was truly, truly beautiful. Not one animation mistake did I notice, and we're 6 episodes in now, and this is when the animation generally tends to go real bad. So the battle sequence was really, really epic with Telulu. I liked that a lot. I liked how their attacks failed, and then I liked how it flashes to Setsuna getting her powers absorbed by the Telulin, and then Uranus and Neptune are sensing it, and then Setsuna wakes up as Sailor Pluto. That was epic. Chibi-Yusa gets to attack for the first time with the Pink Sugar Heart Attack, and it's not as goofy as it was in the original anime, which I liked. Sailor Moon's Moon Spiral Heart Attack isn't strong enough to defeat Telulu, which is interesting. So Telulu's at level 404, and Sailor Moon, I guess, is a little bit below that, but Pluto's a bit above, and Pluto is able to defeat Telulu. And then the episode ended with showing Pluto, but without her doing an introduction. So next week we're going to see Pluto, which will be awesome. Looking forward to that. And it looks like we're going to get Siprit and Petterall go against the inners and the outers. It looks like they're brainwashed from the trailer. One thing I want to notice that I like about this arc in comparison to the other ones, in the Black Moon, they have Kohan, Birdie, Pets, and Calaveras, who represent Mercury, Mars, Venus, and Jupiter. And we all know this. And here we have Mamet, who's Venus. We have Eugil, who is Mars. We have Telulu, who represents Jupiter. And we have Berryroot, who represents Mercury. Then we have Sifrin and Petterall, who are in fact one and the same. But instead of, I feel, representing Sailor Moon, because she's the 5th one, she represents Uranus and Neptune, which I thought was really cool. This is the only time we ever have like counterparts to the inners and a counterpart to the outers. And then I feel like Kaori Knight, on some level, is representing Sailor Moon because she is the leader of them. We don't have a counterpart to Pluto. But that's just my little thought on that. So either way, I thought this episode was fantastic. I loved all the sequences. Thank you for listening to my rant about it. If you guys want me to set this up in a different way, like maybe do like top 5 moments, and like maybe, I don't want to do top moments I don't like, or moments I dislike, because I really, really liked every part of it, and it's hard for me to, I don't like watching something looking for something negative, but if there's a suggestion you want me to do the conversation, let me know, and I'll try to work it in. Also, do you like the shirt? Got it for, I've had it for a while, but I want to get it in one of these reviews. So thank you so much for checking out this video, and we'll talk real soon. Bye, guys.